Hello everyone, it's Lauren with Lauren Elizabeth Animal Art, and I'm a full-time animal artist, mother, color fanatic, and to help me manage my stress this year, I've been creating art every single day. If you're new here, right now I'm doing a 100 animals challenge where I paint one animal on a mini canvas each day. And in today's vlog, I'll be sharing some updates from this challenge and giving you 5 ways that you can paint more often, even when you don't feel like it. All right, guys, let's get started. Well, it sure has been pretty exhausting for us in the Whitsip household. We've had a nasty cold sweep through our house. Poor little Zachary had it the worst, but he has been such a trooper. But the nice thing is, during this time we've been inside, Anna Grace has gotten into her art and as well as puzzle making. She is now a huge puzzle lover, and we've just bought a bunch of puzzles for her birthday, which by the way is coming up in just 5 days. The big 3 years old Miss Anna Grace will be. And at the last vlog, this is where I left off. This painting I had started and I finished it. This flying squirrel trying to get to that tart inside the phone. So now I'm going to show you my process for painting these 2 froggies, an elk, a sheep, and a koala. Now all of these tutorials are in the masterclass, but let's go over the 5 ways that have really helped me to paint more often even when I don't feel like it. Tip number 1, whenever you have some free time, instead of picking up your phone to look at social media, look for reference photos. And that's what I do. I have this kind of obsession where I just pack my phone full of reference photos that I can paint. And I will only paint photos that I absolutely love, that get me excited for the process. Now, sometimes I'll take my own photos, or I have plenty of artists that I know that send some to me as well. I also belong to a few free reference photo groups on Facebook. And there's quite a few royalty-free images that I'll get from like Pixabay, Stock Images, Unsplash, just to name a few. Tip number 2, allow yourself to make a rough, and I mean really rough, quick sketch before painting. If you're kind of intimidated by drawing, or maybe you just want to jump right into the painting like me, I will spend no more than about 10 minutes on the drawing part. I will draw either with graphite pencil, real rough, on plain white canvas, or I will use paint and I'll just make a rough paint drawing. When I make my mind up ahead of time that I'm not going to spend too much time and effort and detail on the sketch, that makes the painting part less intimidating because I know I just need the basic shapes and lines down. I will be adding lots of layers, which adds the detail over top. Just like this elk painting, I just made the elk, but I left the antlers out. And I worked in the background first, and then I'll just layer the antlers over top. Tip number 3, explore different color palettes. There is an endless number of colors out there and an endless number of color combinations that you can try. And you don't necessarily have to buy a lot more paint. You can just try mixing different colors. You can go with more pastel colors or more neutral colors or warmer or cooler or earth tones. I mean, there is just so many different colors. I definitely tend to gravitate towards lots of blues and purples and pinks and of course browns in my animal art, but I will always try to add in either a new color that I've mixed or a new color that I've taken from the tube. Tip number 4 is get portable. Yes, I said it, portable. The more you can make it so that you can pack up your art and move it around your house or wherever you're going to make it convenient, small, and as little mess as possible, the more likely you will create art. And I have to do that all the time. I am moving all over the house. Like every single day I'm in a new spot, it seems like, because I'm adjusting to the children's schedules, my husband's schedules, and the light source outside, whether I have light or not, everything. There's so many things that plays into it. And tip number 5, once you have the sketch down, just focus on covering up the white. Most of the time, you'll just be working on the background in that case, and use that as a warm-up. Oftentimes too, when you're working on the background, there's more surface area to paint and a lot less details. So use larger brushes, have more paint prepared on your paint palette, and just focus on covering one layer over all the white. The details can come later. In fact, the details can come another day or another week. You can just focus on starting. And the last and final thing that I just want to add is in my own life when I felt anxious or depressed or just overwhelmed, in my past I would turn to things, abusing things like food and coffee and alcohol and exercise to just numb out the pain and basically run and escape from it. And that really only made things worse. But I learned that instead of trying to take out a habit, you add in a habit. And it really did work. Over time, I was able to replace my addiction, my anxiety, and depression with this habit of creating art every single day. Now, art, more specifically animal art, has been this therapeutic tool that I use every day to help me manage my own stress, and also one that I use to help others do the same. It's what I call the Online Animal Art Masterclass, and it's an outlet for creatives battling things like addiction, cancer, chronic pain, depression, and anxiety. And it's open to creatives of all levels, ages 15 and up. I have smaller mini canvas tutorials for beginners. I have larger canvas paintings, almost like a mini mural for the more advanced artists, and I have those in betweens as well. And that leads me to the May giveaway, guys. Comment below within the next 24 hours and I'll pick one person to try out my masterclass in the Maine Coon tier, that's the all access tier, for 1 month. Leave a good comment below and I'll choose the best one and I'll let you know in the next tutorial on my YouTube channel. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day. I'll see you next week. Bye!